Hi and welcome to AMG Workshop. In today's video, I will show you how to make the ultimate fidget spinner. I bought the cheapest bicycle chain I could find. The expensive ones won't work for this project. I counted 20 outer plates from the end and I marked the last link pin. I don't have a chain breaker, so I used a small center pinch and a hammer to extract the link pin. Now that I shortened the bicycle chain, I relinked it with the same link pin using pliers and a hammer. With 2 M5 nuts, one from each end of the link pins, I pressed the plates together on its rollers using the vise to make the bicycle chain stiffer and less flexible. I repeated this step for the 40 link pins. A hammer could be used instead of the vise to speed things up, but you can't control the tightness of the plates. On my work table, I straightened the chain and placed the ball bearing in the middle of it, so I can mark it. Then I clamped it with the ball bearing and vise so the plates stays parallel to each other. Now it comes the tricky part. I could have used a piece of tube instead of a direct welding on the ball bearing, but I wanted the minimalist look. So I tack welded the outer plates to the edge of the outer race of the ball bearing. I reshaped the chain so I can clamp the other middle plates in parallel and tack weld them to the ball bearing. If I only could find my welding gloves, I would hold the electrode directly like a pen, and that will result on a better welds. But I guess my workshop hides things when I need them the most. Using my lovely drill with a wire wheel attachment, I cleaned all the wheels. Since I used a shielded bearing, I didn't want to remove the shields until I finish welding, so no sparks will ruin the bearing. Now that I'm done with welding, I pried open the shields with a small screwdriver and removed them with pliers. To clean the fidget spinner from any grease, especially the bearing, I dumped it in a bucket full of acetone and I left it there until I finished making the caps. Making the caps was easy. I just clamped the machine screws in the vise and I measured and marked about 3 mm from the head, which is the half of the bearing's width. Then I made my cuts with a hacksaw. Now comes the assembly step. After the fidget spinner is clean and dry, I mixed a lot, of the 2 parts epoxy and I applied some of it to one cap. I inserted it into the bearing, then I inserted the other one, and I pressed them together after some adjusting. I was lucky I applied the right amount of epoxy. There was no squeeze out, only some parts the epoxy touched, but I cleaned it right away with a small rag. Now the ultimate fidget spinner is finished, and it is so satisfying to just play with. I can tell you that I played with it more than what I spent it. You can make it into any shape you like and change it whenever it starts to become boring, so you will never be bored again. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like these kind of videos, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.